Land coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one under that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC. And again, you know I represent that ROD. I want to give a shout out to you guys, to the YouTube family. I want to give a shout out to the supporters, to the creators, to the ancestors, to the fallen, to the El Kebulan you're that hover over us, that's waiting for us to tap in so we can get our land back, and that's a damn fact. We outside, we outside. Hey, I'm out here in Queens doing a favor for my guy. Shout out to my guy. Don't know the circumstances, could care less. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we do. You feel me? You need me? We here. Cool. Um, I did a live yesterday, last night, and as you guys can see, this live did not go through. Um, the mic, the audio was not working. I'm a little disappointed because I feel as individuals should have let me know off the gate while I was recording that the mic was not working. I know a lot of you guys was listening to what Abraham was saying, and shout out to him too. You know what I'm saying? Abraham Torre, and the live didn't go through, and I decided to do the live now. I said, you know what? I got downtime. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be eating, but I'm gonna wait till I leave. I'm gonna go to this world famous burger spot, Burger City. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? So the time has come where we as individuals have to choose a side. And I'm speaking mainly for the Al Kebulan kidnaps because what you seen happen in uh, 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 Iraq when these people forcibly lied and said some bullshit so they can invade a man's territory and violate. It's a high possibility that that can happen again. It's a high possibility that that will happen in your land. And if that was to happen, we as individuals will have to be in a we have to make a decision on which side do we stand on. Are we gonna be the ones that's gonna be pro-American? I'm pro-black. I'm a black American. I'm this, that. I'm a patriot. I'm standing. Or are we gonna be the ones that's like, yeah, I'm in America. Yeah, I was born in America. But I do remember that you stole me from this land that you're currently over trying to violate. Now, somebody said to me that I was all talk and no action. The time will come where you will have to decide, are you all talk and no action? The time will come where you will have to make that decision and say to yourself, hey, I'm standing with El Kebulan no matter where I'm at. That is my continent. You're gonna have to make that decision. All of us will have to make that decision. Anybody that carries this skin and the blood of the El Kebulan kidnap gotta follow that. This is facts. You don't gotta take it from me. You don't gotta listen to me. You don't gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is pay attention to the facts. You will have to make that decision. All that tough, and everybody.
You guys do termites?
Yeah, but you will have to request a service.
Do you have the contracts where like they put the things in the ground?
Yes, sir. Has that been done before?
I have it from Terminex, but I hate them because they charge too much.
But you had it done before?
Yeah, I mean, I still have the things. They haven't come to take them. That's what I thought this truck was at first. It was a Terminex truck to take my shit back. Because I'm like, if they try to come and take it, I'm like, you ain't taking my stuff because they basically rip me off. They charge me like $500 a year, and then they don't show up. You know,
And call my company.
what's that?
Call my company.
That one? Okay.
Yes, give them
Where
a
are you guys
call.
located?
Long Island.
Oh, okay, cool.
Get,
That's where I'm from originally.
yeah, give them a call.
You got some good stuff tonight.
Yeah, give them a call, and they'll take good
I
care of
get
you.
12. I was like, I went to the auto shop, and my car reeked, and all the guys is like, "Yo, where do you get that weed, man? That shit is."
Yeah,
I get medical marijuana.
nah, that's cool.
What about you?
Nah, I'm
What's
good.
that?
I'm currently on a live right now. Yeah,
All right, cool. Have a good
thank
one,
you.
man.
Yeah. So, um, damn, he threw me off. Oh yeah, so you're gonna have to make that decision to choose which side do you stand on. Do you stand on the side of your El Cabulan ancestry? Are you making that decision to stand with your ancestors, the ones that was dragged from El Cabulan, brought here and created, survived it all for you guys to carry that blood to be who you are today? Are you going to stand with them? You're gonna have to make that decision. I want to play a video. Where's my phone at? Where's my phone? Oh, I want to play a video for you. I was unable to give you guys the full audio, so I'm going to play this video for you. It's quite long, so just bear with me. Where is it? It's quite long, so bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Man, where is this joint located? I really can't find it. Like, that's crazy. Well, since I can't find it, and I'm not about to just spend my entire time looking for this joint. Basically, Abraham Aturi did a press conference, did a video. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So, you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for
So this is a 6 minute. It's a long video, but because of YouTube copyrights and all that, I'm not gonna play all of it unless I was on my computer. But basically, what he's basically saying that is there trying to paint this negative picture the same way they did Gaddafi. They're trying to paint this negative picture and have everybody's mind in the state of, yeah, man, that's wrong. Look what they did to children. Look what they lying their ass off to give them a justification into why they would drop bombs, they will attack, they will do whatever. And when you had somebody like Trump who's trigger happy, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's coming to the the aid and the protection of their, you know what I'm saying, partners of crime. Yeah, they're going to do anything in America to first demonize, because that's how these people work. They must demonize you. They must paint a picture of you being such a wicked person, and then after they're done, after it's all said and done, then they take you out, because now they got just the certain amount of people to either be against you or not pay attention to you, where they could care less. And people realize what they had is gone forever when they no longer could see Whitney Houston. They no longer could see Michael Jackson. They no longer, it's different when you no longer can hear conversation with this man and that woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using them for an example. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? That time is gonna come, and here we are, 2025, bro. Here we are, 2025, where that time is gonna come again, where you gonna have to make that decision, because we as people, we know what these people are known to do. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody all jacked up, get everybody all hatred, hating, pro this, pro that, and then they're gonna invade. And me personally, I believe that this, if that was to ever occur, I believe that our people, I believe it will be a worldwide uprising. I believe that the people in general would just not, their ancestors would just not let that slide. And if the ancestors do let it occur, then the ancestors is gonna take out, then then the ancestors is gonna take out the those that's in the land, that's going to church on Sunday, screaming hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. The ancestors is gonna allow that to take them out. And no disrespect to those individuals, but you are compromised. You have been bitten by the blood of Jesus, and you are a vampire, and we don't associate with demonic evil spirits, which you have become, right? Shout out to the movie Sinners, because the movie Sinners literally put in movie form everything that I be talking about. Everything. And I told you all these things was going to occur. You know what I'm saying? I told you this is how things happen. I told you what's the cause of our downfall. I told you what's the reason why we're suffering. You guys know why you're suffering. You guys know what the problem is. You guys know what distraction is. You guys know this. But the problem is you're fearful. You're too afraid. You're too afraid to trust a black man. You're too afraid to love a black man. You're too afraid to love a black woman. You're too afraid to love to love and trust a black woman. You're too afraid. You're afraid because you know that if you do that, you know what comes along with that. You know, a mob of killers, a mob of murderers, evil men, you know, conspiracies and RICO cases, you know, all that comes along. So all of us is scared. But when are we going to take a stand? We're still producing children, guys. When are the warriors is going to ensure that these children don't get violated? Because at this pace, at the rate that this thing is going, they're going to do more than violate children, bro. And you guys know this. You guys see that. You feel it. You come outside, you smell it. You know something ain't right. You know something ain't right. Some of you guys know eternally you're not right. But you know what's the problem. You know where the problem resides from. You know it. You know why you still a slave. I know why I'm still a slave. I'm man enough to know why exactly why I'm still a slave. But I'm also mindful and wise enough to know that it takes more than one man to conquer a land. I know that. But you guys don't, because you living in fear. We're more caught up in the fears of what these Europeans put in front of us than standing 10 toes down and standing on righteousness. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. One thing that these people can never do, they can never create laws that goes against the universe. They can alter it. They can compromise it, but they can never change it. For example, thou shalt not kill, right? There's no rules and laws that you can put in place that can justify that if somebody kills my son or kills my daughter, and I take and I kill them of self-defense, you know that there's no penalty behind that. You know that. We know that. All of us know that. But we choose, like I said, people, we choose to step away. We choose to stand to the side. We got to get ourselves together. We got to get our minds right. The time has come where we're going to have to choose a side. I will forever be pro El Cabulan. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the story is about. I don't even listen. I don't even play my soccer game no more because when I know the origin of soccer and I know that the teams that are the high paying teams, all those team owners have their hand in slavery. Come on, man, move this up. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? All of them had their hands in our slavery, bro. All of them. So when I see that, it's really hard for me to, it's hard for me to digest that, bro. No disrespect. It's just hard for me, man. It's just hard for me to continue supporting people that take advantage. It's just hard for me, bro. Like for me, when I say that, when I'm saying that, I'm honored to be an El Cabulan. I'm honored to know what I know now. I'm honored to read the things that I've been reading. You know what I'm saying? Touch those books that I touched that other people was not able to get their hands on. Pause. And I was able to get my hands on that. And not only was I able to get my hands on that, I was able to, you know what I'm saying, really, I was really able to learn about El Capulan. I was really able to learn about, you know what I'm saying, our history and what we was and what we was doing and all the stuff that we was, you understand? I was able to learn that, bro. And now that I know what I know now, it's very hard for me to revert back to the ways and to the things that, allow these people to be in the position that they are in. You know what I'm saying? Like there's times that I don't even want to buy jewelry, bro, because I know that gold and I know that diamond. I know it comes from them, bro. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was gonna buy me an AP watch. I bought me an AP watch for my birthday. Shh, don't tell my wife though. You know what I'm saying? I bought an AP watch. I was like, you know what? You know, it's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? Since I treated myself for my 4-0, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely need me something nice to put on the wrist when I go out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me and the lady, me and the Wiz, you know what I'm saying? We plan on going out a lot more. You feel me? And you know, so it's only right that I get myself looking right. You feel me? I'm from Brooklyn, baby. Come on now. But yeah, that time gonna come, man, where you gonna have to make that decision on where you stand. I stand with Al Kebulan. What about you? They're gonna come after that man. They're gonna come after the brother in Mali. They're gonna come after all these individuals. Anybody that's going against though, anybody that's going against Caesar will see justice. Even your savior was afraid of Caesar. Facts. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This is how you know that this story was a story written by them and not by you, not by your ancestors. This is facts, bro. Let these people tell you this story, man. I done digest this book in and out, front to back, left, right, up, down, especially that New Testament. I done digest that entire book, bro, for the exception of the book of Paul. I didn't dive too much into Paul because I knew Paul was a counterfeit from back then. I always knew there was something about Paul that didn't sit right. But Paul was the man designed to take you away. Paul was the man designed to take you away from the creators. Just like Jesus was the one designed to take you away from your creators. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm in a space right now where it's like, nigga, you take it and run with it or you don't. That's not my issue. I can care less, fam. Real talk. I can care less. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you know I'm telling you the truth. You know I'm telling you the facts. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what's lacking from you. You know the reason why you're not in tune with Mother Nature. You know the reason why you eat the way that you do. You know the reason why you drink the way that you do. You know the reason why you smoke the way that you do. You do all the nonsense the way that you do. You know why. Don't sit here and be in denial. You know why. But it's because we don't want to get out of that Euro-Christian ideology, bro. That ideology is very dangerous, man. And I seen the destruction. Believe you me, I seen the destruction. I seen the destruction. I seen I seen the disappearance of manliness. I seen the sensitivity. I seen the sensitivity in men. I see the high testosterone in the women. I see more women in the front line getting ready to knuckle up and get busy than the men. Shout out to my sisters. Shout out to my sisters. I see my sisters in the front line ready to get busy more than the men. You know why? You know why Mandem is like that? Mandem like that because religion gone, brethren. Religion gone. Religion that made Mandem become too weak. This is facts. Religion that made Mandem too weak. We too weak and we too emotional. You heard? We too weak and we too emotional. I'm gonna close this out at 3. We too weak and we too emotional. That's what I've seen. This is what I've seen over the last 10, 12 years. I see a lot of men suppressing their aggression. I see a lot of men suppressing their anger. I see a lot of men suppressing their frustration. And when you watch the movie Sinners let you understand exactly what's going on, Pimp. The movie Sinners let you know exactly what's going on, Pimp. And I see it, bro. Word up. I see it. But we're gonna have to choose a side, bro. You're gonna see who been bitten, bro. You're gonna see who's been bitten, you're gonna see who's not been bitten, and then you're gonna see those who've been bitten and has detoxified from the bit, from that bite. It's only a handful of people that's gonna get down and see what it is. Only a handful, I promise you. Because the money comes before your ancestors. The greed comes before your ancestors. The lies come before your ancestors. Jesus comes before your ancestors. Everybody that's connected to you, these people come before that. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. Y'all gonna have to pick a side, man. I chose my side. I'm standing with Kebulan to the death of me. I'm standing with my ancestors to the death of me. I'm standing with the creators to the death of me, bro. I'm standing for every deity, every El Kebulan deity that gave us power, strength, water, protection. I'm standing with all of that. I'm not standing with anything that's gonna divide, anything that's gonna confuse, anything that's gonna mislead, anything that's gonna be sold as a belief. We don't want none of that. That comes with you guys' religion. That comes with you guys' ideology. That comes with you guys' philosophies. Matter of fact, that just comes with you guys' mentality. That's not who we are. We don't live our lives like that. We never told mystical stories to make people say kumbaya. We didn't do that. We didn't tell children about hell so they can go to sleep happy. I don't understand how you come up with a groggery story to give to your children so they can go to sleep happy, because that's where the origin of that comes from. The origin of hell didn't come from there's absolutely no man that can stand today and told you that they seen hell. All of them will tell you that they seen hell, and the person that saved them was Jesus. The same script and the same people, and the only people that they have ever seen in hell. Let me tell you how you know these people are just full of shit. Let me tell you, the only people that they ever seen in hell was celebrities. So I'm like, so you seen celebrities? You telling me you didn't see no plantation owners? You telling me you didn't see no politicians? You didn't see Ronald Reagan? You didn't see Mitt Romney? You ain't see nobody. You ain't see nobody. George Bush? Nobody? Roger that. Roger that. And this is what I be saying. These, yeah, these people has taken complete control of our minds. These people control every aspect. They control what you eat. They control what you watch. They control what you hear. They control what you believe in. They control it all. This entire establishment only allowed, this is the Council of Nicaea. The Council of Nicaea allowed these people to they all sat and came into an agreement. The agreement was this: we're gonna have three religions, and they all must have their own, they all must come back to one belief. So they came up with the Abrahamic religion. Okay, the Greeks, the Romans, it was the Greeks, the Romans, and somebody else. basically all of Europe decided that they're going to teach this part of Abraham, which is Christianity. The New Testament was gonna be their prize to fame. Then you had the Hebrews. They was at that meeting too. If you guys must lose your mind if you thought that these people was not at these meetings. Oh, my bad, because you probably thought that these people was black. No, they was not. If think about this, I just want you guys to just think logically for a minute. Let's take away beliefs and assumptions. Let's just think logical. If we spoke Hebrew, the Hebrew language would still be in our mouth till this day. There's no way that we spoke Hebrew, don't know how to speak it now, and then have other people who automatically took on the so-called holy tongue, and now they know how to speak it and we don't. And this is our native natural language. That's bullshit. Come on. You got to be logical. That's lies. You know why? Because we never spoke in Hebrew ever in life. The way Hebrew is spoken, you know, is not of our descent. The way Hebrew is spoken, if you listen to every El Kebulan black person language all over the world, if you listen to them speak, they never sound with like they got mucus in their throat and they're about to cough up and cough up phlegm. Never. That's not in our lingo. We don't make music like that. We don't talk like that. We don't dance like that. We don't. This is pure logic. This is logical sense. But when you are a slave and you had nothing, and your entire and your entire education has literally been the story of a particular people being on top and a group of other people being at the bottom. When you hear that your entire life, anything that can trigger, that's gonna put you in a different position, that's gonna make you have a little bit of confidence to walk around the werewolves and the vampires, you're gonna jump on it. And that's exactly what we did. And that's why I tell everybody, the mass majority of these people that join religions, they join religions because they want some level of protection, right? It started off in jail. People join Islam for protection. That's the reason why they join Islam. People join these Hebrew Israelites because they gives them a sense of protection, because they see a bunch of men standing on the corner disrespecting everybody, and they're ready to get shaken if it needs be. And these are the things that these people love. So people join these things for protection. People don't join these things because they really want to worship God and they want to. These are lies, bro. All of these things are lies, bro. I keep telling you guys, these are lies. More lies and more lies and more lies. But back to what I was saying. So they was like, we're gonna control the Judaic. Okay, the Christians are gonna be the centerpieces for the world control, right? They're gonna be the centerpieces for the world control. What I mean by that is they're gonna be the ones that's going to establish, corrupt, conquer lands. They're basically gonna be the plant for the foundation. Okay, that was what they were supposed to do. The Jews was supposed to be. They are the wizards and the warlocks. They are the ones to make sure that you stay corrupted. That's why they own media. That's why they own the food. That's why they own the doctor, because that was their job. That's their role. I'm giving you this food so people can eat and no longer and get caught up into the bullshit. That was their role. That's their job. That's part of the Council of Nicaea. That was their role. Where does the Arabs fit in? The Arabs fit in. They was what you call the maintenance. They'll buy the land, the building will be up. They come in there, they run the stores. And you're seeing the ways of old happening now, right? You see, for example, 7-Eleven, when it started, the foundation of it was started by a European. It was this and that, and then it transitioned to Arabs. when you see Uber, you see Airbnb, you see Cablevision, you see a lot of these, American corporations. All of a sudden it has a high rate of Arabs because that was their job. Their job was to maintain, was to maintenance, make sure that this is this. And in the process of that, they was like, yo, we want to have our own, because it wouldn't make sense to bring a Euro-Christian ideology that you're gonna bring to a whole bunch of black Arab people who comes from a place of worshiping multiple deities. Okay, before it was Allah, it was a lot. You can look this up. Before it was Allah, it was a lot. Who was a lot? A female deity. That's why when you see the cube, that's why when you see the cube, right? The cube, it has a vagina in it. The vagina is giving honor and respect to her and her two sisters. You can look these things up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You can look these things up. A lot. That was her name. And this is what they came. Okay? And this is how these religions became the power sources of this world. And all three of these religions had their hands in what? Think about it. All three of these religions had their hands in slavery. Slaves in slavery. Those things is said over 1,000 times. How does a word of God have the word slave and slavery mentioned, said over 1,000 times? Servant over 1,000 times. Come on, man. I can't make this stuff up. These things is right in front of you. All of this information is in front of you. We decide we decide to we decide to go around it because, like I said, we don't have nothing to believe in. So when you are an individual that has nothing, that stood on nothing, that stands for nothing, any opportunity that can put you in a state of somebody, you're gonna jump on it, and that's what religion do. I'm somebody because I follow Jesus. I'm somebody because I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm somebody because I'm part of the 12 tribes. I'm somebody because I believe in Allah. I'm somebody because, and listen to everything that they say. Before that, I was a nobody. Before I know who I was just a nobody. I was just a regular nigga living through life, going through life, trying to find myself. I was just a nobody. But I found God. I found Jesus. I find Yahweh. Yahushua opened me up, guys. And now I become something. And now I could become, and now that I've become something, I can talk my talk. I can pump my chest out. And when anybody try to step on what I am, what I told myself I'd become, I will either discommunicate myself with them, or I will create false narratives to paint a picture to make it seem like he's crazy and what I'm doing is right. So they'll say things like he's going back into the world, he's overtaken by demons, you got to pray for the brother, do this, do that, do that. Meanwhile, the main problem is that we are deconstructing from the matrix. We're breaking free. The shackles is being broken. It's being broken, we're being awoken. And now that we're waking up, and now that we're seeing things for what it is, now that we're seeing individuals for who they are, now we're seeing their tactics, now we're seeing the tools that our ancestors was unable to see. Now we're seeing like, oh, this is what they was doing. Oh, this is how they got us. Oh, this is how they did this. This is how they did that, etc., etc., etc. Now that we are seeing that, it's a whole different ball game. And the ones that choose not to see it, the ones that choose to be, listen, the mass majority of these people are only in these organizations because they're getting some level of benefit. Either these people are paying their salary, either they're paying for their hotels, either they're paying for their lifestyle, they're doing something. There's something going on that's telling a man, yo, man, you should stay right here. None of it is for Jesus, bro. None of it is for God. Nobody's keeping the commandments. Nobody's moving righteously accordingly. Because if we was really doing that, if black people was really doing that, it doesn't take a collective of us to do it. If there's 50,000 Hebrew Israelites and all these 50,000 Hebrew Israelites proclaim to be keeping the commandments, bro, your community will not be looking like that, bro. The ancestors, your God, excuse me, I don't want to associate the foolishness with the ancestors. Your God would have literally gave you niggas milk, water, shelter. You would have been the head, not the tail, your community. And it would have been such a beautiful presence because it would have made other people adapt and follow your ways and did that too. So they also can receive the riches and the benefits, etc., etc. It's never like that. You know why? Because it never's been like that. Never. All of it is a lie. Complete lie. It's lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. And there's not a single soul that can challenge me on that because they know what I'm saying is the truth. They don't like the fact that we deconstructing. They don't like the fact that, damn, son, this book is really a lie. Yeah, what he's saying might be truthful, but we're too invested. We're too knee deep. We can't just tell people to just exodus. We preach the exodus. We talk about it, but when the exodus is time to occur, we don't want people to leave. We want people to stay put. We want niggas to be right here with me. Why you want to be right here with me? Why you want to be right here with me? Why? Hmm? I thought it was about freedom. It was not about freedom. Some of these niggas, listen, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Some of these niggas literally whole entire livelihood depends on your depends on your presence, depends on your super chats and all of these things. They depend on you. Your viewerships allow them to be on a private ship with their feet up, sipping pina coladas, counting all these dollars. You talking about Creflo took your dollar? All these niggas is taking your dollars. That's why I found it so shocking that somebody will say to me that all you doing is all talking, no action. I said, wait, action must action. Listen carefully. I'm gonna educate you. Action starts first with a transaction. A transaction must occur for you to require some level of action from me. If there's no transaction, my actions and what I'm doing now, educating you guys, giving you guys information, showing you guys, telling you guys, go on the internet, go look up the Council of Nicaea, go find out the real reason why there's 3 Abrahamic religions and why every other religion is literally demonized or told to be evil and witchcraft. Go ask yourself that. Ask yourself how before these 3 religions, how every nation had their own particular deities that they gave reference and honor to. Ask them that. Ask them how, ask them how these witches, the real witches and warlock, the righteous ones, the ancient ones, how they was able to have power and turn and turn the stars and make it rain and bring thunder. Oh, they had you think listen carefully. You guys must be losing your mind if you thought when these niggas was talking about burning these witches and warlocks, if you was found being a witch, you was burnt alive. You thinking that they was talking about these witches that you see now, these fake ass wannabes now, these over here reading Harry Potters and out of the pottery book? They don't care less for that. These niggas don't pose no threat. We talking about the witches that's pagan, that's believing in paganism. That's not the witches we talking about. The witches that I'm talking about where they had to be burnt alive was the motherfuckers that was, as soon as they see niggas coming, they just did something like the lady Storm. Remember Storm from X-Men? A black woman. You see how she controlled the weather and all that? Come on, man. This is what your people was doing. They're going to tell you everything about you. You're just not going to know it. It's all a design. Everything in front of you is going to let you know who you are. It's because you're not connecting to who you are because there's too much distraction. There's something in front of you that's telling you that you should never go that way. There's something in front of you that's telling you you should never believe in this. There's something in front of you that was given to you, meaning it's not a heritage thing. It's not an ancestral thing. This is something that was given to you. If something is given to you and say, hey, this is what you got to follow. This is what you got to listen to. This is what you got to believe. Are you really following your ways? Are you really following the ways? No, you're being told this. Something is in front of you that's telling you everything that's black is evil. There's something in front of you that's telling you black magic. Keyword, when you hear the word black, you instantly off the top of your head think of evil. Off the top. How something in front of you told you that. What is that? When you master that and you break out of that and you're able to see that, then you're gonna understand my real speech. People don't understand me because again, it's the fear. Am I fearful of dying? Of course. Who wants to die? I don't know what's after this. I know what I'm doing now. I know I got a son. I know I got children. I know I got daughters. I know I got wives. Because I'm still taking care of them. I know I got wives. Do you understand? But standing on what's right, standing on facts, fuck a belief, bro. I was listen. We was if you were '80s baby, you was built for this, bro. '80s babies was built for this very moment, bro. '80s babies was built to stand on morals, principles, dignity, honor, respect. It was built off that. '80s babies was built to stand 10 toes down, keep your head up, keep your chin up, my nigga. We was built off that, bro. All of this shit that I'm seeing now, I don't know what this is. But we was built off that. And for myself, being an '80s baby, I'm supposed to stand on principles, bro. And I would never compromise that, even if it means that I have to die. If somebody told you, nigga, you gotta suck some dick or get clipped, nigga, you better get clipped, nigga. The fuck? You better get clipped, bro. But does that mean that that person want to die? No. And they're gonna be those that's gonna say, "Oh, you're just selfish. You're evil. You're mean. Why would you do something like that? Why you're not thinking about your children? Think about this. Think about me as a man standing in front of my child, knowing that the reason why I'm still standing in front of him because I had a dick in my mouth. Think about that. Think about that as a real nigga. Think about that as a man. Absolutely not, bro. Because because the story will be even more honorable if they said, "Nah, son, this nigga Junes died. A nigga said to suck a and he said no, and he just died, and they clipped him." We outside, my brother. Come on, pimp. I'm like you, pimping. You understand? I come from that. And if it comes for me standing on standing on that, on standing on them facts, even if it means jeopardizing my livelihood, my well-being, that it is what it is. Because I'd rather go out in honor, bro. I would never in my life ever walk around with my head down in shame. Any nigga, let me tell you something. Anybody that walks around with their head in shame or they wear glasses to cover their eyes is because they've been compromised. That's why every celebrity wear glasses. If you thinking I'm lying, look it up. Why do celebrities wear glasses even if they indoors, it's pitch black, all of them wear glasses. Go watch the awards. You'll find a mass majority of them wearing glasses. Why are they wearing glasses? The reason why they're wearing glasses, the reason why they're wearing glasses because you can see through somebody's eyes. You can see if somebody's manhood been taken away. Because you will see the twinkle. You ever heard the story, twinkle, twinkle, little star? Yeah, you can see that in a nigga eyes if he been compromised. Facts. This is why they put on glasses, bro. You guys don't understand what's going on. Listen, me and my man was having a conversation yesterday. And this is yesterday. I'm gonna tell you true fact. Yo, we having a conversation. If you pay attention to the slangs of black people, everything of it is homo, bro. Everything is required a pause. For example, yo, I'm about to go pull up on my man. What? Pause, bro. What? Yo, I seen this nigga sign. Nigga made me pull my shit out. Like what? Pause. But this is literally the slang of black people. So basically, we've been programmed to accept this homosexual lifestyle when under our noses. We didn't even see it, bro. It's crazy. To the point where me and my man's like, yo, we really might have to just really start speaking proper English again. Forget a slang, just speak proper English. Because there's certain things that a pause is not enough, bro. Like, whoa, what you just said? Pause not enough, bro. And remember the saying, they say words have power, right? Remember, they say words got power. So we've been saying these words for how many years? Look what we created. Look what's being produced. I keep telling you guys, this is prison. This is not home. Anywhere where you're being told what to do and you're being forced to follow and believe something, you're not home. You're not in control. And all you're doing is upholding the master's ways, the master's teachings, the master's ideologies, the master's philosophies, the master pupils. You're not seeing that from real niggas like us. No, we're not doing that no more. Not me. And for me, and I used to do it. I'm so sorry. And I apologize, bro, because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was just so happy to be something. I was just so happy to be something. Damn, we Hebrew Israelites. Damn, we used to be royalty. Even though this can't be proven, but fuck it, it sounds good. Deuteronomy 28 is us. We can't dispute that. Yeah, I'm claiming that, right? But then when you find out that you from El Kebu land, and that beautiful land is where it all began for you. It's a different conversation, bro. It's a different viewpoint, bro. There's no land better than Africa, my nigga. I don't care what they tell you. Their slums look way better than us. Don't get caught up by the whole Dubai and all of these things. Listen, their slums, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in China, their slums will never look better than Africa, bro. China got all these gadgets and all of these high-tech shits. Still doesn't look good than a beautiful El Kebulan queen walking by, well put together, beautiful smile, cute toes, and ready to be submissive to a nigga like me. Are you crazy? Y'all niggas is losing your mind. And when I start going down this rabbit hole, let me tell you something. Before I tell you about this rabbit hole, the worst thing you niggas ever did to me was tell me that the story of the Bible took place in Africa, because I'm going to go find out. You see, when the story was about Israel, right, the Levant, it's hard for me to go approach a Jewish person and ask questions. It's hard for me to ask questions about that land, because to them, they're like, why are you asking me that? That's out of your jurisdiction. How dare you ask me about that? But when you told me that the story took place in Africa, oh, you gave me free range, pimpin'. You told me I can go ahead and go see what's up. Yeah, we're gonna go see what's up. Yo, what's up? And the worst thing is let me get access to a TikTok and I get to speak to people there directly. Oh, the bomber clap, brethren. The blood clap. But me? Yeah. And that's what happened. And when things is not adding up, you know what I'm gonna do? Hang it up. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, it don't make sense, but you gotta have the spirit of Ubuntu. You know, no, I'm not doing that. What? Spirit of what? So you telling me I need to be in a spirit to see right in front of me that don't make no sense. I must be in a spirit to override that and wait for something to come my way. Yeah, you miss me with that, Pimpin. You miss me with that. You miss me with that. This is not what we are. This is not who we are. Nah, 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 nah. Mm-mm. 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 The worst thing you did, because now I start asking questions. Now I start digging a little deeper. Now I start keeping my eyes on the eyes that look like you and I. Oh, I no longer got to study European ideology to learn about a European taking over land, even if it was black. It's overtaken by them. The stories written by them. Every word, whether it's in English, Hebrew, or Latin, is them. It has nothing. There's literally nothing that has our hands in it, bro. The only time we have our hands on it is when it's published. Nah. Nah. And then I start asking questions. Yo, bro, everybody's saying these scrolls come from Africa, bro. Am I able to see these scrolls? Am I able to see these scrolls? Can I see these scrolls right now? Is there a library? Is there a museum? Is there somewhere? You show me the meteor. Shout out to that. You showed me the meteor. You saying that's where this is where Sodom and Gomorrah took place. Wonderful, wonderful. Shout out to you for that. Now show me more. Show me the writings. Show me that this writing was stolen from us. It's in the Vatican now. They tell you that the Vatican got a storage place in the basement that's 50 trillion miles. Now, if I ask any black person, do you know anybody that went there directly that was black? They're going to tell you no. Oh, again. So basically, it's another story that they gave us that you got to make a decision to believe or not. So now that you believe that, you're not telling the whole world that this is the truth, even though you don't have the facts. Even though you don't have the facts, you're going to tell the entire world that this is the truth. I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. So now you're going to tell us that this is the truth. And when individuals like myself, where I'm always a scholar, I'm always looking for wisdom. Always. I'm never gonna put down a book. Never gonna listen. Somebody say, yo, man, let me talk to you for a minute, pimp. Yo, pops, my son called me right now and say, yo, dad, I need to talk to you. I'm pulling up because I'm always looking forward to some level of knowledge and wisdom. I just came from a man's crib. Nigga's a professional cameraman. This guy, not only is he a professional cameraman, this man did cameras for the real world. You know what I'm saying? All the reality shows. This nigga was him that was doing that. So here I am having a whole conversation with this guy, and he's schooling me about knowledge and wisdom, and I love it. Like, yo, son, take my number down. Yo, we could definitely do this. I say, yo, bro, say no more. Definitely gonna give you a call because this is right up my alleyway. I'm a content creator now. You know what I'm saying? I wanna master this shit, bro. I wanna be the best podcaster that ain't never been compromised, never sold his soul, never suck a dick, never did none of that, never stood behind a man and said, "You guide me, hold my hand, get up on it." No, you're not gonna see that. You're gonna see somebody that goes through that journey with you. You're gonna see a man went from a child to a man to an elderly man, and then go into the upper room, into to the other side of the world, and be with my ancestors. And my presence is still gonna be here. My presence is still gonna be here. I refuse to let these people believe that when you die, that's it. Oh, you die, you're going to the bosom of Abram, or you're going to hell. We're not, nigga. Show me the proof, nigga. I'm tired of this. If nobody's giving me this documentation, I don't want to hear it. I have all the documentation. That's why it's hilarious to me because I have it. I have it. I have the origin of every story in the Biblos. I know where it comes from. I know where they got the idea from. You know what I'm saying? Go read the Book of the Dead. Go read the Book of the Dead, man. These things is all out there for you to read, bro. It's just you guys being naive, bro. All these things is there for you. Come on, man. Again, the reason why you don't want to, because a lot of you guys live in fear. What would I be if I don't have Jesus? Who would I be if I can't go to church on Sunday? What would I do? Who can I run to? You know what I'm saying? These niggas become escape. Who can I run to? And ain't nobody to run to. Ain't nobody to run to. And if you talk about run to, nigga, your ancestors is waiting for you. Your daughter is waiting for you. Your children is waiting for you. Your mother, your father, they waiting for you. They're waiting for you to say, O'Shea, Ogun, the time is now. Give me the strength for us to. And it's a bunch of us. And we go by the water. This is why they dirty your water. The water is very important, bro. This is why they dirty your water. You can't connect to your ancestors with dirty water. This is why they're taking all the shrimp out of the water. This is why they're taking all the crabs out of the water. This is why they're taking all the lobster out of the water. And they selling it to you for you to eat so you can die and never connect to your ancestors. The bomber clock you're talking about, Bridget. Huh? Huh? Everything about us is connected, bro. Everything. Look at a sister and a nigga who don't grow, who let their hair grow and they let it and they take it out. How it looks. They're brown at the bottom and black on the top, green, brown on the top. Trees. We are all connected. Anything that the creators created must stand up and must need sun to survive. The reason why a lot of you black people are getting sick, the reason why a lot of you black people are aging fast, the reason why a lot of you guys are doing things is because you have embraced the Euro-Christian lifestyle. It's summertime, and you want to be in the house under the AC. It's summertime and you want to be under the house under the AC. When you know that the sun, not only does it heals your skin, you dealing with acne, let that sun stand. Go on a hot day, bro. Hot day, you dealing with acne. Go on a hot day. If I'm lying, I'm flying. On a hot day, on a very hot day, go outside. Go outside and go run and stay under the sun and let that sun sit on your face. Wherever you got pimples, let that sun sit on your face. See what that does to your face. See what it does to your face. I done had people sitting there minding their business, and then they're in the sun for mad long. We talking about a hot day, and you see the sun pop the pimple on their face. Pop. Psst, right? Pops. Right? You like, yo, blow. Wipes it off. I kid you not, by the end of the day, the thing is already healing. My son fell coming, he's trying, my son, he's all over the place now. So he's going up the stairs and he try to, his truck, sit on the truck and slide down the stairs. The little nigga slips down, cuts his lip right here. That happened on a Monday. By Wednesday, if I'm lying, I'm flying, his entire lip was completely healed. Because that Monday, his mom took him to the park. After school, she took him to the park. The nigga's running around in the sun, chilling. He's coming home. I'm like, yo, babes. I'm like, yo, bro, that joint got a scab. She like, yeah. All right, we leave it. It started off as a scab. The next day, bro, he comes home. I see him. I don't even see the thing on his lip no more. That Wednesday, I come home. I don't see nothing at all. Facts. When you hear them saying, oh my gosh, it's going to be a heat wave. Anytime you hear the word heat wave, you run outside. Anytime you hear the word heat wave, you run outside. You know why? Because that's the time for you to take in the most vitamins, most nutrition. You'll take enough vitamin D that day that's going to last you for the entire winter. That's a part of the reason why you guys are getting sick now. That sun would purge when you sweating and your underarms stinking and all that. That's the sun taking all that stuff out your body. Your feet get sweaty, everything. That's your body purging. Some of you guys sweat tremendously because a lot of you guys have full of inflammation, and the sun is taking all of that out. That's why a lot of you guys that I gotta take 2-3 showers during the summer. Nah, because the sun, your body is so toxified that the sun is taking that out. But you was told a lie. Everything that you had been told has been a lie. I've been saying this for so long. Everything that's been told to the black man has been a lie. This is a fact. Been a lie. We didn't even have ACs going. I didn't listen. My first purchase of an AC, I probably was like 21 years old. Facts. My house right now have no AC. No AC. We have a fan. We have 3 fans. 3 fans. You hot? You go outside. We outside. I'm outside. Running up and down. Some of you guys, when you feeling lightheaded and all of that, that's the parasites that's being killed. That's letting you know how toxified your body is, because what you're doing to your body is not normal, right? We're not in Kebulan, right? A lot of the sisters that you see in El Kebulan, the reason why the mass majority of them is gaining weight because the mass majority of them don't want to go outside. Oh, it's too hot. And then they end up getting fat. But everybody else that you see active, mobile, walking up and down, not driving all day, always slim, always fit, always active, always beautiful, always looking young, always this, always that. Energy is always high, never disrespectful, never angry, never this, never that. It's beautiful. But yo, bro, I'm gonna come on later on tonight, bro. I'm gonna come on. If I don't come on later on tonight, I'll definitely be on tomorrow morning. No, I can't, because I got a meeting at 6 o'clock. So I'll be on tonight. Yeah. And I might just do a health tip for you guys, because a lot of you guys, like, you see me, look, if you watch my body, right, and you just watch carefully, you'll see, if you watch my old videos, you see that I was like, what? I was 2 and change. I was too big, right? I dropped down to like 176. A month ago, probably 2 weeks and change ago, I was like 176. My wife says, I don't like how you look. You too damn skinny. Nobody in my family likes to see me fit. Nobody wants to see me healthy. Everybody likes to see me with some weight. So I said, all right, I'm going to push it up to 190. 190 is max. 2 weeks ago, jumped on the scale yesterday. I was 188. 187.7. 188. I know my body. You got to learn your body. We got to learn our bodies. The only way you're going to learn your body is by studying your body. See, I used to work out. I used to bench press. I used to be big. Listen, I think the max that I ever was, I think it was like 225. And I was like this. If I could find pictures, I'll show you. I was like this. Word. And the reason why I knew how to get big, because shout out to my son. My son came home from jail, and my son taught me how to like, yo, this is what you got to eat. This is how you got to do your push-ups. This is how you got to do your dips. This is how. So I know all the workout regimens. That's why I can look like this on a Monday, and by Friday I'm like this. Like, damn, Joe, what you was doing? And I wasn't doing nothing. Because it's a science into lowering your body. It's a science into what to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, I take it serious, right? I take it serious for if I take one dump for the day. I find that like being a problem. I take fiber every morning. I make sure my bowel movement is every morning. Okay? This is soursop, water. I drink this every morning.
I can tell you guys the secret into getting big. It's easy to get big. It's easy to put on weight. Very easy. You just gotta know what you're doing. All right, guys. I gotta go take care of this so I can get up out of here. I'm gonna come back though. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back, guys. I'm gonna come back. Let me make this run. I'm gonna come back. All right.